Hi and welcome to the Malat cookery channel. So in this video I'm going to be making a traditional apple pie. So this is such a simple dish to make, but with a tiny bit of effort you can make it look quite spectacular. So full list of ingredients will be at the end of the video. Pause the video, screenshot, and you can print that off if you like in the format that we've made. What we're going to do now is going to have a look at those ingredients and the equipment that I'm going to be using for today. Right, so the ingredients for today, and to make this recipe as simple as possible, I'm using ready rolled short crust pastry. So I've got 2 packs of that from Aldi. Regarding the sugar, so you can either use all white sugar, there's caster sugar here, but you can use normal granulated sugar, or you can use all brown sugar, or do what I do, and that's use a mixture of the two. So I've got 60 grams of brown sugar and 60 grams of white sugar. I've got a heaped tablespoon of plain flour, and that's just to thicken the juices that come from the apples. Teaspoon of cinnamon. For the egg wash for the top of the pie, I've got 1 medium free range egg and a little bit of milk added, and whisk that together. Regarding the apples, so I'm using a 24 centimetre by 5 centimetre deep pie dish, and for that I've taken about 1 kilo of eating apples. I've cored them, I've peeled them and thinly sliced them, so you end up with between 600 and 700 grams of actually peeled sliced apple. It's in water just so that it doesn't oxidize too much. You can see it's starting to go brown already. If there was no water in there, they'd look horrible. So about 1 kilo of apples, and then obviously slice and peel and core them. Regarding the equipment, as I said, I've got the pie dish, using a pastry brush to glaze the top, and I'm going to try one of these. I haven't tried one of these before, so these are just pastry cutters, and this is in the shape of a leaf. Got this, we've got a pack of 4 from Temu, different sizes, for about £2. Relatively inexpensive, even if you go and buy them from the store. If you haven't got one of these, you can always cut the leaves out by hand, which is what I've done in the past. Also going to need a little bit of butter, and that's just to grease the inside of your pie dish. So the first job, we take all of our dry ingredients and blend them together. So we've got the sugar in the bowl, we add in our teaspoon of cinnamon, add in the flour, and then just mix that through. So the next job is we take our 1 piece of ready rolled pastry. I've just put some flour on a board. It's more than long enough lengthways, but widthways we're going to have a problem, so I'm just going to roll this out a little bit, and that way it'll fit the dish that we are using. Right, so I've already greased our tin with the butter, rolled this out. So I've just basically folded this in half. Try and find, this is how I do it anyway, roughly try and find where the centre of the pan is, and then roll out the pastry. And it's just a case, just be nice and gentle with it, and just make sure that you push it down gently right into the corner so there's no air trapped. Once you're happy with it, next thing to do is trim it off. And the way I like to trim it off is to keep the knife vertical. If you lean in and do that, what will happen is you'll put an edge on the pastry, and then when this cooks, that pastry will sink in and it could potentially fall down the side of the baking tin. Any folds like that, we can just push those in just tidy that up a bit. Okay. Of course, cling film or food wrap to make sure this excess doesn't go hard, and then we can obviously use some of that for the top if we need to, or as I said, reserve it and use it for another dish later in the day or later in the week. So with that piece that we've got left over, I've just rolled this out to about 3mm. Thought I'd just sort of demonstrate what we're going to do with the top. So with the top of the pie, to make it a little bit more fancy, we're going to be doing a leaf pattern. So we've got our leaf cutter. Just place that into the rolled pastry. Press down on this button at the top to create that pattern. And either it will come away there where you can just push it down, or it will stay where it is, as it has done with this one. So we just take that out and reserve it onto a plate. You're going to need quite a few of these, so get some done first, maybe 40 or 50 to begin with, and then we'll start to actually assemble the apple pie. And if you haven't got enough, obviously you can just go back, roll out some more and do the same again. Right, so we're on to our second pack of ready rolled pastry. Now this is a little bit too thick as it is, because we're going to be overlapping these leaves. So again, just going to roll this out. Depending on the size of your worktop, you might just want to cut this in half and then roll it out again. So again, we just want to get that thickness 2 to 3mm thick. Right, so we've probably got enough leaf shapes there, but if not, got plenty of pastry left over just in case. So I think it's time that we start to build our apple pie. So that's the case that we did before. I'm just going to take a little bit of this egg wash and just go around the top edge, just so that the first layer of those leaf shapes will seal to the edge of the pie. So we've got our drained apples, giving them a good shake as well. Get those back in to our bowl. We'll take our sugar mixture and mix that into the sliced apples. Do this a little bit at a time. You want to make sure that those apples are well coated and it's not just either the top or the bottom that is. Okay, once you're happy with that, what you don't want is big air pockets in this, because the pie will collapse, the top will collapse if that's the case. Once it starts cooking and the apple softens. So just take your time with this, just build it up. Right. That's almost perfect regarding the fill. So make sure we get them into these edges. So this is a really good example of why you do it this way and you don't just get the apple and sugar mix and pour it straight in. Because even though we've drained and shaken the apple, we still get a lot of excess fluid. That goes into the pie. The tablespoon of plain flour that we've used will thicken some of the juices, but it won't work miracles. So that would actually sit at the bottom of the pie, be quite sort of sloppy. Right, so now we've done that. Next thing to do is to start building our crust. So we take our pieces and we just start laying them from the outside in And we just want, so the tip of the leaf just to come over the top of the actual pie itself. You put one next to each other and just literally go around the pie like that. When I've made this in the past with, say, the grandchildren, they love this bit. Well, they like eating the sugary raw apple as well, which is another story. So we go around the outside of the pie like that. When we come to do the next ring of pastry leaves, if you like, we go in between the two at the front, and then we do the same again. Right, so that's what we end up with. Just a little bit of effort. Personally, I think it looks quite spectacular. So the next thing to do is we just want to get our egg wash and just very gently from the inside of the pie to the out, just put some egg wash over the top. Turn this around. I've already placed the oven on 180 degrees centigrade. Mine's a fan assisted oven, but you will hopefully be experienced with the particular oven that you've got on temperatures, cooking pies and stuff. So at 180 degrees centigrade, preheated, this pie is going to go into the dead centre of the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. So once we're happy with our egg wash over the top, we then take some extra sugar, and I'll just put that into a bowl. And just give the top of the pie a sprinkling of sugar. I'm going to be quite generous with this. So this is just white caster sugar or just finely ground sugar, but any granulated sugar will do. And that's it. Let's see what it looks like in 45 minutes. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got. Look at that. The smell from that apple, cinnamon and pastry is absolutely sensational. So that's the pie done. This is actually for a very close friend of ours who's not feeling too good at the moment, so I'm going to take that to them as a surprise in a bit. So unfortunately I can't do a sort of a cut and see what the inside looks like, but trust me, it's going to be absolutely delicious. So there you go, a traditional apple pie. It is so distracting having the smell of that pie behind me, but I'll try and plough on. Please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us enormously. And if you've enjoyed this particular video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching.